It's not scrap metal if you know what you're looking at. Oftentimes, I'll reclaim a product that I started but abandoned, like this piece, or this square piece with rust on it. So I just put my tip into my torch and get it ready. I'm using this angle iron piece to brace the steel rods to build the frame, and then I use another piece to lock it into place so I could braze it. Here you see me marking off these rods as I'm going to cut them off. I just seemed like 1 3/4 inch length was about where I wanted to be, extending out of the frame. I use 3 grinders to improve my workflow. Each one has a different wheel for different uses. Like this cordless grinder, I usually keep my cutting wheels on. I can cut the metal easily and take the grinder with me everywhere. Here I am using my Hitachi grinder with a flat wheel on it. I'm using this mainly to smooth out the sharp edges where the rods were cut and remove the brazing flux off the metal and to clean it up a little bit, obviously. And of course, my 3 grinders laid out side by side. And finally, you will see my Makita corded grinder with a wire wheel on it as I continue to clean off the rod frame after using the flat wheel. As you can see, it's looking a lot better now. It's cleaned up and everything, and it's ready to rock and roll. Okay, I set the frame aside and I masked off the square. You know, I wanted to keep the washer and the bar unpainted. I'm using a scrap piece of wood to try to get more overspray than instead of actually direct spray, but it's not always working so well. Oops, I got too much paint on there. This is where I use solvent action to remove the paint. Just a dab and keep dabbing. It's basically Goof Off, which is an acetone and xylene mix. It just, you know, kind of helps distress that paint. Just finishing up. Now it's time to remove the masking. This is the finished results of the plate. I'm quite pleased with it. Here you will see me brazing some support plates that I'm going to use as bases to epoxy the distressed paint panel on. This just needs a couple welds, brazed welds on either side to balance it out. This is how it kind of looks after I clean it up a little bit with a wire brush and a flap wheel on the grinder. So I got the panel laid out the way I want it. I'm just kind of looking at it. Here's the epoxy mixed up, and I want to glue this all together. Here it is clamped together. Here it is clamped up, and I brazed on an additional element. Here is a clip of the finished piece. I put a satin clear coat on it to preserve the bare metal and the distressed paint. If you want to see more metal art content, please subscribe.